Hi there, it's Ben from Imperium, and in this video, I'm going to be showing you 7 ways that you can use AI in your membership business or your online course, whichever you're using. There's been tons of talk about ChatGPT, about different AI tools, and I want to share 7 different things that you can do with AI that you may not have thought of, and I'm sure some of them you'll have already thought, but I'm sure that other ones will be brand new ideas that you've never considered using, and I'm gathering all this knowledge from everything I've been hearing over the past, 6 months or so. This is obviously a rapidly developing landscape. Things are changing quickly, things are improving quickly, and because of that, stuff in this video, if you're watching it 2 years later, I'm sure it's going to be amateur. But for right now, you want to be on the cutting edge. You want to start using AI in your business to grow it, to scale it, to put more value out to your members. These are going to be some ideas that are going to be useful to you. Now, everything I'm sharing here can be used regardless of which membership platform you're using. You don't have to be using Memberium at all in order to take advantage of what I'm going to show you here. Although one of the items is WordPress specific. So if you're using WordPress, then yeah, this one is going to be for you. I want to be upfront here. No one at Memberium is an AI expert. I'm not, and no one else on the team is, but we have been using these tools. We've even been paying for mentorship. We've been involved in some online courses, which we paid a pretty penny for. And so I'm sharing with you some of the high level, some of the key stuff that we've learned, and even a couple of resources. So without further ado, let's dive into the first thing, and that is developing a course outline and a course framework. And I'm actually going to show you a template which you can download right now. If you check the description below, you're going to see a link where you can actually get this prompt for ChatGPT. And what this prompt will do is it will actually give you a full-blown course outline plus almost a marketing plan as well. The end result is something similar to this right here, where it will give you a topic and a niche. It will give you a buyer persona, the pain points and desires, which you'll use for marketing and copywriting. You'll even get lead magnet ideas, a USP, course content, So this is actually going to create a unique method for you. Here you can see it's referring to the fields method, which is Facebook advertising, Instagram engagement, email marketing, local SEO, digital metrics, sponsorship outreach. So there's different things that it's going to come up with, but it's going to come up with a unique methodology that you'll be able to use. And that's going to tie into the unique selling proposition. It's what makes your course stand out from all the others. It'll also give you then a course outline along with a name, what price you should probably use, and then the different marketing channels and target buyers that you should target for this course. The best part here is that as part of this mega prompt, all you have to do is input just a list of your interests. So just put in some of the things that you're interested in, 3 to 5 things, and then it will spit out this outline right here, which is really more than just the course outline. It's the entire course plan. So check this resource out. So that is part of developing a course outline, and that's also part of the second thing, which is marketing copy and sales messages. So of course, that gave you a little bit of a taste there, but you can also use prompts inside of ChatGPT. You can also use Bard if you're better with that one and more familiar with Google's. The point is, whichever AI tool you're using, they can pretty much all write pretty good marketing copy and also sales messages. The coolest part is that if you feed it all of that information, so if you do the other prompt that I showed you first, then it can kind of give a little bit of context for the AI tool, and it will know who your buyer persona is, who you're targeting, maybe what those pain points are, and then you can have it create marketing copy or sales messages based on that. And so that's really a powerful thing, which most people gloss over. They just say, a very basic prompt would be, write me a sales message or a headline for this course. Versus if you gave all that context with the pain points and the desires, and it says, with all the above in mind, write a headline for this that's captivating and engaging. Act like a professional copywriter. And you might even put some names in there like Dan Kennedy or Russell Brunson or people who are, skilled at marketing and copywriting. So these are just a couple ideas that you can do there. Let's move on to the next one, which is actually Elementor Page Builder. Now this is that one in which I said it's WordPress specific. So let me show you what I'm talking about. So I'm over here in Elementor now, and I'm just editing a brand new page inside the new Elementor builder. And what I'm going to do is just grab a headline or a heading, and I'm just going to bring it over here. And let me change the font color so we can actually see it. So here we are, and I'll click into it just like I'm going to edit it. And usually we could write our headline in here. Now, we could go to ChatGPT and just like I said earlier, have it write us a headline, whatever it is. Or I can simply say write with AI. So this is a new beta feature that they have. You'll have to approve to get started, and you do have to have, I believe, Elementor Pro. But what you can do is simply come into here and actually write a headline. So for example, we can say new prompt, and we can say, okay, so I wrote this little thing here. I said, write a sales-oriented headline for my weight loss course, captivating language, professional copywriter, emotional words, and I'll say generate the text. And then what it's going to do is it's going to give us some options here, and we'll be able to pick from which one we want. So it actually wrote a lot more, but as you can see, transform your body, transform your life, unlock the secrets to sustainable weight loss with our proven program. So if I like that, I can simply copy that. You could say use text. Obviously, it's going to put everything in, but I already copied this one. And so now I could kind of work to obviously make it look nicer for this page if I wanted to. But that's just one way that you can use it, is the write with AI. You can also do what it says here, like make it longer, make it shorter. You can fix, the spelling. You can also change the tone, or you can even translate it to a different language. So that's very, very cool and very powerful. The other thing that you can do is also images. So I've dragged an image block here, and I can do create with AI. And so you can actually type in an image that you might want for this. So I could say, I'll type in weight loss just to see what comes up. Obviously here, the better the prompt, the better image you're going to get. So my prompt may be honestly a little bit too light. Yeah, so right now it says that it's temporarily unavailable, but as you can see, these are images that were generated with their AI builder, and if you want to use it, then you just simply say use, and then it will actually bring it into here for you. So you can actually create brand new images right inside Elementor. So that's how you can use AI within Elementor to actually build your website and even help write some marketing copy and get some images on the site. The fourth thing is actually to translate your course into another language using AI. And when I say course, I mean any content on your membership site. Now, we can already use the tools, as you saw earlier, like in Elementor. You can translate stuff into other languages, text, pretty easily. However, what if you have documents and things? Well, if you have documents, one tool that you can use is DeepL. As you can see up here, it's DeepL, and you can obviously translate any text, but you can also drag and drop PDFs, Word documents, PowerPoint files, and it will translate them into whatever language you would like. They have a pretty large library of languages, and I'm sure that they're adding more. And again, you can drop these files in there, and they do retain the formatting, which is beautiful. Pricing on this, it varies depending on how much documents you want to use ultimately to translate, but as you can see, that's what you're looking at. However, what about video content? That's a big one. What if you want to actually translate something into video content? Like, how do you get, without hiring somebody? It's a ton of work. And so you can actually use an AI tool called Rask, R-A-S-K.ai. And Rask AI will translate the video and audio with AI, and it's super easy. If you want to see a demo of how this works, go on here, but all you really have to do is upload your video, tell it what language you want, and then what it will do is it will transcribe the video, and then it will clone your voice, and it will actually turn it into another language. And you will actually, with your own voice, sound as if you were speaking Spanish, German, French, whatever language that you choose.
Y Rask.ai traducirá el vídeo y el audio con IA, y es súper fácil.
This is extremely powerful, and we're going to see more and more technology like this come out, but you could actually use this. Pricing is a little bit more expensive, but it's still way cheaper than having to hire people on Fiverr, and I'm talking voiceover artists, and then you're going to have to combine all these files together of what they're saying. This is right on the bleeding edge of technology, and I'm sure it's going to only get better from here. Give it a few months, and they'll have even more stuff out. You can use this also, by the way, for interviews. If there's multiple people in a video, it will translate both people separately, and there's no editing or anything required. It's not like you have to take this file from here and combine it with this audio file that somebody else recorded. No, it does all of that for you, and it'll just email you when it's ready. This one is honestly really exciting to me because, this opens the door for you to reach more people who maybe you otherwise couldn't because, there's people in other markets, Spanish-speaking people, people in Portuguese, for example, Brazil, very big markets, and you can't reach them sometimes because we don't speak the languages, but this really opens the door for that. So give this a look if you're at that point where you are ready to kind of expand your membership site or maybe reach some new markets. The next one is to summarize videos and long-form content. Now, there's a lot of tools out there that can do this for you, but for example, you can transcribe the videos using a tool like Descript. We use that so much here at Memberium, and then you can copy all of that and put it into ChatGPT or another tool, and you can summarize the content. It'll give you bullet points, for example, for emails, for marketing copy, for anything like that. So if you're having to process a lot of long-form content, then absolutely start letting AI tools help you process some of that. Save your brain power for the more creative tasks versus, having to write all these things and process so much information and data. So another really cool use here is to actually use AI to create voiceovers. You could absolutely use this to make an entire course, by the way, if you're just uncomfortable being on camera or you're not good at reading scripts. Now, it wouldn't have a video aspect, like you wouldn't have your face being shown. However, you could have slides overlaid and then this voice, and it would be your voice. You can also use what they call instant voices, which are basically just randomly generated voices that sound good and they're high quality. But the benefit here is being able to clone your own voice, and then that way you or your team or your VAs, they could actually use your voice to create content without you having to actually record it. And lastly, I want to talk about one of the coolest tools. I saved it for last. I do still think that the translation thing that I shared earlier is one of the coolest, but this is very awesome. Automatic short form content with a tool called Opus.pro. So I've actually pulled up Opus over here, and it's called Opus Clip. And what this does is you either upload a video or you just simply put in a YouTube link. And what it will do is in about 15 to 20 minutes, it will give you or send you an email, and it will go ahead and give you this. And so what it's doing is it has gone through here and it has summarized the entire video and given me the highlights. It has given me not only a title and not only a transcription, but short video clips. Let me play one for you just so you see what I'm talking about.
And when we put them in a team and we created friendly competition, and then we created a team-based leaderboard, the metrics and the engagement literally went 100x.
So as you can see here, I'm not going to make you watch the whole clip, but it's done the subtitles, the captions automatically for us. It's formatted it in a way. This was a full video that was 1920 by 1080, but it zoomed in on the current speaker and it even found the clip, and it gives it this score, this virality score. So it's saying if you upload this to YouTube Short or TikTok or Facebook Reels or Instagram, it's actually telling you what it thinks, its AI model thinks will actually, go viral, have the chance of going viral. Now, you can always edit this. It's super easy to edit it, so if something is wrong, for example, this X emoji, it says 100X, probably don't want that. We could simply come in here and find a better one, like chart increasing, for example, so that way, when he says the engagement literally went 100X, it actually has a chart going up versus just a random X. So some of that you might have to customize, but you can also add your brand in here. You can change the colors and all this, and those settings will retain, and then you can save and compile this, and now you have these videos. I'm telling you right now that we have spent hours creating videos like this using tools like Descript or manually having to create them, and it takes a ton of time, and it's costly, and then you upload it, and you hope it works. I'm telling you, this is saving us so much time even here at Memberium to put out short form content. And it actually can also be used to summarize the long form videos. This is a 23-minute video, and it's pretty much given us the top highlights. And so these would even be good headlines for an email. So if you've just released a new video for your membership site, you could put it in here, have some short form clips linking to it, and it's even giving you basically the bullet points of what this video is about, which you could tell your members. So you really got to check this one out. It's very, very cheap to use. If we're talking $19 a month or so. That's paid monthly even. And there's other plans that you can do. It's all based on how many minutes of upload you're going to use. But again, this tool is fantastic, and it is saving us so much time. So that's all I got for you today. That is 7 different ways which you can use AI to increase the value that you're delivering, hopefully save some time, maybe even save some cost, especially if you've been paying for short form content or translation services, things of that nature. And with all that being said though, I want to know what tools you're using. What are you using in your membership site, your online course business to save time, save money? Put this down in the comments below, and I will be checking every comment. There's so many AI tools out there, and it's all developing so fast. I can't possibly know everything that's out there. So I want to know what you're using. We can collaborate in the comments. Everyone can share, and I think that'll be awesome. If you want more content like this, then make sure that you stay tuned. You can get on our email list, or you can subscribe using the links below. And we're going to be creating more content around memberships. Of course, we'll be sprinkling in some AI here and there, and I will check the comments and use that possibly for future videos, so share some tools if you can. And with all that being said, thanks again for watching. Make sure that you do download the mega prompt at the beginning of the video that I showed. I think that you'll find that very useful. Even if you already have a course, you can fill in your current details and have it spit that out. It may give you some new angles to work with. Thanks again for watching. Take care.